Hello, how are you doing? It has been some time since we have last seen each other. Clearly, a lot has changed. I've cut my hair, I rearranged my room, took some furniture out, put some new tapestries up, changed my bookshelf around. I have an iPad now. It is currently 1:29 p.m. on October 16th, and we are going to do a little reading vlog today. So as I said, it's been a while since you've last seen me, and that was definitely for a reason. I was actually filming a video that entire time. It was a reading vlog, it was a secret TBR video, and that video actually put me in a reading slump. A very, very severe reading slump to where I have not read a book in at least 3 weeks or so. I've just been watching shows. I recently got back into K-dramas. If you're wondering, I recently watched It's Okay to Not Be Okay when it was airing, and then I started Record of Youth, and I just started and finished The King on Netflix. Love all of them. Absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Also, I am in the middle of a couple of books right now. I'm currently reading Jade City by Fonda Lee and The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi. If you have been following me for a while, you know my history with this book, and that's all I'm gonna say. With Jade City, I am really enjoying it, but it's an adult fantasy. I really want to commit myself to this story, but I don't think that I'm in the right headspace to do that at this point, which is why I've kind of set this one aside. With The Gilded Wolves, I started this in the midst of my reading slump, and I feel like I've been in a reading slump every single time I've tried to read this, and I just think it deserves so much better, but I don't know when it's going to receive better from me. So that's what's happening with her. So those are the books that I was in the middle of when my reading slump kind of got to the worst point. And so today, on this mid-October afternoon, it's very rainy and dreary outside. The temperature is actually in the 50s for the first time this year. It's going back to the 80s tomorrow because I live in Texas, but we're going to enjoy it for today. For this reading vlog, I just want to get cozy, and I want to pick up a couple of books that kind of give me the October vibe, and I want to read a couple of pages or a couple of chapters of these books and just try to see if I can get myself invested in a book, because it's been a while since I've really been invested in something, or just like something that's a page turner. I really want to read something like that right now, so I figured today was a perfect day to do that. So yeah, so I have 3 books here that I want to give a try today. The first one is Emma by Jane Austen. I don't know what it is about this autumn season, but lately I've just been so interested in getting into classics and getting more into that period drama feeling, because period dramas are some of my favorite films ever, or it's just like my favorite like genre or aesthetic or whatever. The vibes that period dramas give me, they give you like the yearning, they give you the atmosphere, they give you the beautiful language that they used back in that day. So because of that, I've been watching a lot of period drama movies lately. I watched Pride and Prejudice 2005 probably too much as it is, but lately I've been watching it even more, along with Enola Holmes on Netflix and the version of Emma that came out earlier this year. I'm just completely obsessed with those 3 movies right now, and I've been watching them over and over again. I put them on in the background while I'm doing other things, and I'm just completely enthralled and obsessed right now. So I want to give the book version of Emma a try. This will also be my first time actually reading a classic. So, and that's just something that I really want to get into, because I feel like if I apply myself and if I kind of forget that like analytical academic mindset that I have towards classics because of school, I feel like I could really, really love and enjoy classics, especially Jane Austen's books. So yeah, we're gonna read a little bit of Emma today. The next book that I recently got from the library is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This is an obvious choice. It's very, very October, very witchy, very ghostly. I've been wanting to read this for a while. I didn't initially think that I was going to read it when it came out, but like I was definitely playing myself because I think that I'm really, really going to love and enjoy this book, because as much as I like try to put on a bright and cheery aesthetic on like my social media, I'm actually a pretty dark person and I like the more goth type stuff more than I've led y'all to believe, I feel. So we're going to try this out today and see if I actually like it. The last book that I want to give a try today is Where Dreams Descend. This is a recent release and this was pitched as The Phantom of the Opera meets Moulin Rouge, which is my favorite movie of all time. Moulin Rouge, 2001. If you have not seen it, please pause this video, go watch it, and come back, because that movie and everything that Baz Luhrmann has ever directed his entire life is my aesthetic and is me in film form. There's just something so theatrical about everything that he directs, and it's everything to me. I've also heard that this book has a very big The Greatest Showman vibe, which I haven't seen yet. Surprisingly, I really need to watch that. If anyone knows where to stream it, let me know. But I just know, like, you know when you have a feeling that you're going to really, really love a book? Like, you just know. That's how I feel about this book, and that's why I even bought it in the first place. Yeah, we're gonna try to see if I want to read this. Now, like immediately. I definitely want to read it, but do I want to read it now? So yeah, that's what we're going to spend today doing. I really wanted to do a cozy type of reading vlog because I've been watching a lot of The Book Leo and a lot of Isabella from Throne of Pages videos, and their vlogs are definitely the best on BookTube in my opinion. I love everything about the vibe that they have and how they edit their videos and everything, and just like the sort of atmosphere that they create with their reading vlogs. So I'm gonna try to emulate that with this one, and we're gonna see how that goes. So let's go. So I just finished the first chapter of Emma, and I'm the same amount of in love with it that I am with the movie. I just love the vibe of this book so much. Also, I don't know why it has this gothic ass cover. This like does not give me the vibe of the book at all. So the first chapter is basically the exact same as like the first 5 or so minutes of the movie if you've seen the movie but not read the book. Emma is just being really sad about her governess, I think is what you call it, leaving because she got married, and her governess was honestly like more of her friend than anything. So she's really, really sad about that. Mr. Knightley comes over, who is the love interest in this book. I think the thing that I love the most about Emma is the relationships between the characters, because it's honestly something that you don't really see much in period dramas. I feel like when I watched the movie, I found all of the character dynamics really refreshing, because there is this bond, this really, really strong bond between Emma and her father, which you also see in Pride and Prejudice, which is the only other Jane Austen work that I'm familiar with. You see it in Pride and Prejudice, but the relationship between Emma and her father is just so strong and so lovely to read about and to see in the movie. But also the relationship between Mr. Knightley and Emma is just one of like comrades and friends, and you can't really feel the patriarchal, you know, heteronormative, toxic masculine vibe of the time with Emma and Mr. Knightley, and even with Emma and her father. It's just something that I like about Jane Austen's books, but especially this book, because in Pride and Prejudice, Mr. Darcy was definitely like a rich asshole. We all know that. But Mr. Knightley and Emma are both rich, and so they're basically kind of equals. Even if they're not equals in the eyes of society, they're equals to each other, as far as I can tell from this first chapter, and definitely in the movie. So if you haven't watched the movie, please go watch it. As you can see, I love it a lot. So I did really, really love this first chapter, but I don't think that this is the book that I'm gonna end up continuing right away, because I did take a while just to read that first chapter, because I really have to get used to the writing style. I did have to reread a couple of passages a few times, but by the end of the chapter I was kind of getting a hang of it, so maybe this is just something that I could get used to in general. But for now, I think I'm gonna wait until it's like actually cold outside, like every day, to read it. I have this problem with reading things that fit the season, so I think this would be a really good book to just like sit and read when it's cold every single day and just like have my cup of tea and everything. But for now, I don't think I'm going to continue with this right away. So I'm getting really hungry, so I'm going to make myself some ramen and I'm going to continue with the next book. I just finished the first part of Where Dreams Descend. It was more like a foreword than chapter 1, because it like starts with like this, and then there's like 7 pages like kind of setting up the story, and then there's a very dramatic act 1, and then that's where the story actually starts. So I just read those like first 7 pages, and I'm already a little bit obsessed, if I'm honest. I'm definitely very, very much feeling the Moulin Rouge vibes just from those first 7 pages, because it was literally kind of a reenactment of one of the first scenes in the movie, if you've seen Moulin Rouge, where Christian and the gang actually visit Moulin Rouge for the first time and they first see Satine. That was kind of what that foreword was. It was that scene, except Satine is a woman of color and she has magic. So I'm interested, to say the least. But other than that, the actual writing of it is so lush and so beautiful and detailed. I'm just already loving it so much, and I can tell that this is going to be an amazing book. So Let's see if Ninth House somehow tops this one. Out of this and Emma, I would be more likely to continue with this immediately than Emma, but let's see what Ninth House has in store. Okay, so finished the prologue of Ninth House, which is literally 4 pages long, but I'm already obsessed with this one too. So we literally don't even get much of any information from those first 4 pages, but just like the vibe that I'm getting from it. Obviously it's a dark book and everything, like I knew that, but I didn't realize how my vibe it would be. Even though everyone told me that I would really enjoy this, I don't know, it just didn't click. I think I've just subconsciously been waiting for October to come back around so I could pick this up and try it out, but here I am, and I don't think anyone's surprised. I think I'm going to go ahead and read this because those 4 pages, I was already like, okay. And I like started to read chapter 1 and I was like, wait, let me end this video real quick. To be honest with you, I could be lying. I could pick back any of these books up. I might read all 3 of them at the same time. Who knows? I change my mind every 2 seconds. But I think for real, I'm going to continue with this and just read it because it is really just giving me the vibes that I wanted. And I've also just been so interested in reading more dark academia lately, or just consuming more dark academia. I even did like a dark academia type photo shoot on my Instagram, and I just have really been craving that aesthetic lately. So here we are, here it is. So yeah, that's that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some cozy vibes, some relaxing energy, because that is definitely what I'm sending over through this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books before. Let me know if you are anticipating reading them. I'm probably going to go and watch Emma again before I keep reading Ninth House, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think that's it. I hope that you're having a great day or night, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you in the next video, which will be very, very chaotic and which will be coming soon-ish. Bye.